What up, guys? My name is Maya, and I go by DamnHomie, and this is the DamnHomie Show. Today, we're gonna be reacting to, I don't know who the fuck this person is. Eddie Boy from West Boulevard, attempted predator, advances on TK from Shotgun, Delano State Prison. This happened while I was in Delano State Prison with Eddie Boy from West Boulevard and TK from Shotgun. Never got to find out what the end result was because I was transferred up to High Desert State Prison. So shout out to Young and Hefe for today's content. Let's get into it.
What the check say? Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics today is Eddie Boy from West Boulevard and TK from Shotgun. Oh yes, we on that story gig. You know, y'all been waiting, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing all these reactions, you know what I'm saying? All my faithful supporters, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all been waiting for these stories, so you know what I'm saying? Something came across my desk, and we about to take that trip down memory lane. So, this story takes place in Delano State Prison, you know what I'm saying? For y'all that been to Delano B-Yard reception, y'all know the deal. For y'all that don't, y'all can look Delano up if y'all want to look at the images, see how the yard is, but all you need to know is prison. And you know in prison, anything can go at any time at the drop of a dime. So, this situation, I don't remember exactly what I was in jail for, but I went to Delano for reception. And I think I had brought a story to you guys some months back about me and my homie Tiny Chico being cellies in Delano, and me being a porter. But it was a BS police that worked the night shift that had a hard on for me for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to AOF Nino. Yo, you better be getting a haircut right now for that interview.
I never got into it with dude. Never really
and if you wear a hat, I'm knocking that shit off because, bro,
he made sure every time
you could just wear a hat.
Shift, he searched my cell and another cell, and he'd be done with his searches. You know what I'm saying? And he was really searching my cell. Now, if he was just doing it to get his searches out the way and get on about his business, all right, you know, we ain't tripping. It is what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea who Eddie Boy is, but I already heard a story about him trying to, like, pull somebody's pants down while they were, I don't know, allegedly.
He was on some K9 unit type-ish, so, you know, I had to press my line. Me pressing my line on him got me removed from that unit because he reported me, and I can only imagine what the reports was. You know, he felt threatened, but it definitely removed me from that unit. So when they removed me from that unit, I was placed inside. I moved from B8, and I was placed in. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to... I want to say B4. Now, B4 is like a triple CMS unit. All the crazy people, the loony people, everything you can think of. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to be funny with putting me in that unit.
I actually watched this earlier in the gym, but I wasn't really paying attention because sometimes I'd be too busy reading the comments tonight, and I'd be like, wait, what's going on?
Tripped on them. You know what I'm saying? They tried to threaten me with the hoe.
Because the comments sometimes be like mad funny. To the kids watching this, don't do no crimes. Shit.
I will grievance day.
I don't want my booty taken.
If they play with me, and I know how to push that paperwork.
I'm a woman and I don't even want my booty taken. No.
If I take off on one of these dudes, or one of these dudes happen to attack me, it's a lawsuit off the back because I shouldn't have been here anyway, but y'all playing games. So with me pushing my line and they saying that I knew the rules and regulations and I just wasn't any old stupid rinky-dink gang member, they moved me out that block, but they played another game. They moved me in one block.
Oh, speaking of AOF Nino, I actually spoke to somebody a little earlier from Bounty Hunters, and they said you was the real deal. So, you know.
That was the south
Don't
side
play with him.
Block. So 1 through 3 on that yard, on B yard, B1, B2, B3, those are all south sider blocks. B4 That was triple CMS block. B5 was like, you know, I think want to say like a mixture of no, B5 was the North Days, and B6 was North Days. It wasn't no B8. I don't know where I got that from, why I thought it was 8 units. It's 6 units, you know what I'm saying? So it's B1 through 6 on that yard. So, however, they throw me in B1. Nothing over there but Southsiders. About 8 blacks in that unit. They scared, they scared, you know what I'm saying, shitless, terrified. They allowing the Southsiders to have their way, not saying nothing to the Southsiders. Southsiders doing what they want to do. They dictate the program. However, when I got over there, I wasn't going for it. It was going to either be, we going to play by the rules of engagement and how things go, regardless of what the numbers is, or we going to blow this thing up, or I'm just going to have to get my man and be in the win, because I'm not about to be going over here for disrespect like these other fellas that's going for the disrespect. So, however, I got the porter job, start pushing my line. By that time, a few other blacks start coming through there, but the numbers were still
I wasn't doing
lopsided,
research.
but
Somebody
we
just
gained
let me know,
some war
'cause I said I was
roots,
gonna
you know what I'm saying?
interview you.
We gained some people that we can work with. That's all you can ask for in a settings, a situation like that. So, however, Eddie Boy. My first time meeting Eddie Boy, I don't know what Eddie Boy is, and I don't want to put no jackets on nobody for people from these different, because, you know, I understand that I'm a voice out here in the city and a lot of people listen to me, and at any given time,
Wait, who is Eddie Boy? Can someone explain to me, please? Before I like... Eddie Boy. From where? West Boulevard.
if your set or hood come up on my desk and I speak on something, I'm not speaking on anything to demean nobody hood, make nobody hood seem busterish, make nobody hood seem, you know what I'm saying, frivolous, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. If I got a situation and it's a situation, it's a situation. I'm going to tell that situation. And by the way, I do the same thing with my homies. I don't hide nothing. If one of my homies get up here and do something busterish that like me to be shown on, I'm going to shine it. I'm not going to hide it. When they show Earl, who's supposed to be in KV on Figueroa, I am the person responsible for putting that on the internet and allowing it to go viral. At that time, I didn't have no social media platform, so I placed it on my Instagram. For my Instagram, people snatched it and went to all type of media outlets, and it went crazy. I'm the one responsible for that, because one person, I don't care if it was 10 people, that don't speak for the gang. Definitely a gang that got thousands of members and hundreds of members. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, but people gonna have their opinion. So, however, as I'm saying, I don't know what Eddie Boy this is from West Boulevard, but he's probably about 5'7", 5'8" in size. You know what I'm saying? Cut up, was stocky. You know what I'm saying? Bald head. You know what I'm saying? And he could have been of like Caribbean descent. I don't know. Like a Belizean or Jamaican or something like that. Now, my first initial meeting with Eddie Boy was in B6, the block that I had got removed from getting into it with the police. My first initial meeting with Eddie Boy, I'm chilling one day in the day room. It's early in the morning.
Was good Casey Batman in 1985.
Time is quiet in the day room. You know, people trying to gather their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Some people
If you're in here, give me a like and send this to 2 people.
Some people, grumpy people in the morning, they don't want to hear all the fiasco and BS. So, however, it's quiet, it's chilling out of nowhere. You just hear somebody loud today. West Boulevard Crip. Fuck all my enemies. West Boulevard Crip. So I'm eating the mid-stride out, and I look towards where the action is coming from, and I look and see the description of Eddie Boy, the description I described to you guys. Now, I don't know what made him have his outburst. I don't know if he was on meds, if he heard he had an enemy in here, or what. But that was definitely what he did in the middle of a general population day room, and didn't nobody say nothing. And it irritated the hell out of me. Now, although I know the West Boulevards fall up under the neighborhood car, they ain't no enemies of HA. We really ain't ever had no problems with them or nothing like that I can remember of or that I know of. So I could have kept on eating my cereal and not took offense to the situation. But when I looked in his direction, me and him locked eyes. And it kind of like singled me out and made it look like as if he was talking to me, because when we locked eyes and a few people was looking in his direction and looking in my direction. So, you know, I hop up with the quickness. Hey, Troy gangster, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else I say. He instantly like, oh, homie, I ain't talking to you. We don't beef with y'all. I'm talking to my enemies. I'm like, all right, bet. I sit back down. Finish eating my cereal. Nobody never asked her. I can't remember if it was any BPSs in there or anybody who beefed with West Boulevard at the time. I surely can't remember. Because if I did, I would be out in their ass right now because they did not stand up. So, yeah, I don't think it was none of his enemies in the day room because nobody surely said anything. So, however, I was sent to one block. One block was where all the Southsiders was at. That's where they was at. You know, I got in there, started pushing my line as I was supposed to because I have never been a wolf in sheep clothing. So, amongst me being there in one block, you know, certain blacks started coming through. We was all still outnumbered. Amongst them blacks, Eddie Boy.
Hold on, my bad. Was you coming for me?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Eddie from Shotgun.
Wait, let's get to the gay part. Hello.
Are you overwhelmed by your payday loan debt?
I'm like, yo, hurry up. I want to hear the gay shit.
And struggling to pay
In his eye, you know what I'm saying? He like, hey, bro, check this out. He slid a kite up under my door. So he slid the kite up under my door. I'm like, bro, you straight? He like, man, just look at that, bro. Get back to me, bro. Let me know something ASAP. So I'm like, for sure. So I open up the kite. When I open up the kite, I read the kite. The kite is a long letter, and the kite got some crazy stuff in there. So from what I can remember that was in this kite, he was asking me for a bad move. He like, look, bro, I know you got pulled with the police. You a porter. Bro, I need a bad move. I got to hurry up and get out the cell with this dude. Bro, he a predator, bro. I think he trying to get me. So off the bat, when he telling me he think the nigga trying to get him, you know what I'm thinking. If you don't know what I'm thinking about shooting up and booting up and getting that blast.
I thought everything in jail was consensual. I always ask, but yeah, that's crazy.
Because can't nobody be playing with your manhood and acting like they gonna take your manhood. That's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? That is not up for negotiation under no terms whatsoever. Because once you get that up, you a woman. It is what it is, man. Or you just might as well, you know what I'm saying?
You're a woman.
It's suicide, man. I'm just telling you, this is my thoughts. But
damn.
Unto you and how you feel, you know what I'm saying? But that is a terrible stain on the spirit. So, amongst that, I passed the kite to the homies from the East Coast. Asked him what he think. He like, man, what? He like, oh, no, this crazy. He on the same thing I'm on. Like, oh, yeah, dude, they had to blast him out his boots. Like, man, what? Oh, so, you know, we got things in here. I got an extra thing for him. So, when I come out, I get popped out, bam, you know what I'm saying? I bring an extra thing out with me along with my thing. But I don't know what the situation is, so I just don't want to press play on Eddie Boy. This is his word, and I haven't heard what Eddie Boy had to say yet, but to a degree,
Damn, how do you even know? I feel like they should be sending an email to me. If my man gets fucked in the ass or if he does any type of fucking or sucking dick, I need an email. You know, like there's a service. I forgot the app, but there's an app that lets you know when somebody's like out of jail. There should be an app letting us know if our man does some gay shit because that's, bro, it's like, you're gonna not, like, bro, you're cheating on me. It's like, how, even if you talking to other bitches, it's like, how am I cheating? Because you talking to other bitches and you getting fucked by your cellmate. That's kind of cheating.
Could be one of them OG creeps. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying, taking buns back in the days or sorting out younger homies. You know what I'm saying? I've heard stories and ain't no need for me to put names out there. We ain't heard the names. You know what I'm saying? From the corporate booty bandits to all these type of dudes. So I'm thinking it's like one of these type of situations. So I'm like, damn, so I'm really trying to cover the younger homies.
Bro, I've literally seen videos of them doing fashion shows, like mad, like men dressing up like, you know, like as women and doing like they have their own gang. What is it called? The Gay Boys something?
I'm like, what happened?
But I heard they're tough.
Man, look, bro. So he like, man, he keep on touching me. I'm like, keep on touching you. He like, man, well, not like that. He like, bro, look.
First of all, bro, like I don't even like bitches doing that shit. I can imagine for a man.
Like one night, you know,
like, bitch,
he touched me, you know, shake me, wake me up. I look at him like, what's up? And he asked me like, hey, what's up? And I'm looking at him like, what you mean, what's up? He like, I felt somebody touching me. So the homie like, man, look, I'm up here asleep, bro. You just woke me up out my sleep. You felt somebody touching you, bro.
Wait, I want to hear that again.
Bro, look, it's been a few nights I was in here asleep. He like, one night, you know, he touched me, you know, shake me, wake me up. I look at him like, what's up? And he asked me like, hey, what's up? And I'm looking at him like, what you mean,
bro, if I get woken up out of my sleep, that's why I can't even have a roommate, first of all. Because if I'm sleeping, nah, I don't even like having somebody in my house just because I'm like, what are you doing? Like, go home. Like, you don't got somewhere to be. If I feel like someone's touching me, they're touching me. Because if you don't know, okay, you ever heard read the book, The Gift of Fear. It lets you know that your intuition is right and you're not crazy. So if I think something, it's happening.
He like, I felt somebody touching him. So the homie like, man, look, I'm up here asleep, bro. You just woke me up out my sleep. You felt somebody touching you, bro. It wasn't me, bro. I ain't touch you, bro. You probably tripping, bro. That wasn't me. So he asked the homie like, you sure? The homie like, he telling me, yeah, I'm sure.
Nah, Munchie B's next, though.
You probably feeling something in your sleep or just dreaming. So he like, the nigga lay back down like, all right, for sure. So he said some time go by. He don't know how much time fly by. But dude, wake up again, wake him up out of sleep again. Like, hey, bro, you sure you ain't touching me? I feel somebody touching me. But he say now when he paying attention to dude up, Dude got his shirt off. Eddie Boy already was like a stocky dude cut up. You know what I'm saying? Look like him saying he work out all day. He like dude got his shirt off. I'm saying dude in the white boxers. I'm saying he like dude groping himself, grabbing like his hand with his like grabbing like one hand on his penis, groping himself like, and the other hand like talking to him crazy like, bro, I feel somebody grabbing me and touching me, bro. Like, you sure you ain't touching me? So the homie like, man, then he gets spooked like, man, bro, look, man, you tripping? I'm up here asleep. I ain't touch you, bro. What you tripping? The homie like, look, man, don't even trip, bro. I'm gonna just move out the cell, bro, because I see you tripping and you think somebody touching you and I don't get down like that. So he say the homie actually, no, so he said nigga Eddie Boy asked the homie like, bro, you sure? Like, you sure you don't get down? So the homie like, what you talking about? Get down. He like, bro, so you sure you gonna say you don't fuck with man? So the homie like, he like, man, hell no. Like, hey, look, bro, I don't know what impression I'll put you under or what I said or what conversation we had that it made you think that I like man, bro. But man, I apologize if I said anything that made you think that, bro, I like women, bro. Like, hell no, you feel me? So he said he tell the homie like, cause you know, you kind of like, you know.
Bro, if
like
your man
this
comes
there.
home, I'm gonna just say that if he comes home and he wants to fuck you in the ass, he's gay. The end.
Kind of look female-ish. The homie like, man, I like women. You feel me? So that next day, that's when the homie came out and told me everything. So amongst the homies sliding the kite to me the whole time, Eddie Boy peeping it. Eddie Boy at the door, peeping him through the cell. So right after the homie leave for me, Eddie Boy spin up on me, like, hey, what's up? Hey, what old boy was talking about what he was telling you? I'm like, man, shit, nothing. You know, the homie just hollering at me about some shit. Eddie Boy like, man, everything cool? I'm like, yeah. Next thing you know, Eddie Boy slide back to the cell. Eddie Boy go grab up all his paperwork and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he come back to my cell and slide a bunch of paperwork and folder under my door. I look at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's this? He like, man, just check it out, bro, holler back at me. So once I start looking through all this stuff, me and the homie Cypher East Coast, I see that Eddie Boy got a lot of work under his belt, but it's all cell fights. And I'm starting to wonder, the homie look at me like, bro, why he always having cell fights? Every cell he had, he have a cell fight with these dudes. And, bro, it got to be a problem with
I
this,
don't
bro.
mean nothing.
So from there, I pull down on the homie from shotgun after I give Eddie Boy back his paperwork. And I slide
If I had a
around.
cellmate, I'd be fighting all my cellmates too, because I'm used to living alone. I don't like living with anyone. If I had a cellmate, I would fight every cellmate till I'm alone. They need to just put me in a room by myself, because bro.
I'm gonna try to get the cell move done, but if I can't get it done right away because everybody come pack and ain't really no rooms for no blacks, you just gonna have to handle your business.
Because bro, it's one thing, even if I had a bitch living here in a different room, like in my guest room, that's still too close, because it's like, bro, imagine living in a bathroom with someone and you have to smell when they take a shit, you smell when they fart, they wake up. It's like, and bitches is dirty. So it's like, men are way cleaner than women. If you ever accidentally walked into a men's bathroom, mad clean. That's how I knew I was like in the wrong bathroom. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? I go in the women's bathroom, disgusting. There's fucking toilet paper everywhere, tampons, fucking like blood period on the, look, what the hell are y'all doing in here? So, yo, I can't even imagine having a roommate. Nah.
My door so fast, I was like, man, bro, it ain't that serious, bro. I only got 16 months, bro.
I'd be fucking cleaning? Nah, bitch. You cooking then.
But you said like that serious with that knife. I'm like, man, going about your business, bro.
You sucking this CEO's dick so he gets us a cell phone. I'm not doing nothing else but fucking cleaning then.
Furthermore, that day,
Nah, bitch.
we start speaking about the situation amongst other people, and we kind of find out that the reason why Eddie Boy was in our block and was no longer in 6 block, that he was with me. That he was with me that I was with him. When I was with him at first was because he had a fight with somebody from Bounty Hunters. Him and his Sally, they got down for whatever reason. I don't know if it was the same type of situation with him and TK, but they definitely had a situation. The dude from Bounty Hunters got off on him, and they had to separate them. That night, I had transpacked from Delano State Prison and had went to. That wasn't Pelican Bay. That was the first term. I went to High Desert State Prison. I never knew what happened. I never knew if he got the cell move. Never knew if they squabbled. Never knew if Eddie Boy took that thing. With that being said, I'm going to conclude that there. It's your boy, Young and
See, I'm so nosy. I would have been checking in. I would have been trying to get like in contact with someone like, yo, so what's good? Like, I wouldn't be able to just move on with my life without knowing, like, is he doing some gay shit or not? Because, nah, that shit would just stay on my mind. Like, what's going on? And then Munchie B did a video on him. It's called Munchie B Presents How to Catch a Predator. Shout out to Munchie B for the content. Yeah, I started watching it, and then I think I got on a call or something.
You gonna tell, bro? And
Buster ass Bobby, Popeye the Predator, and Booty Braze. Popeye, you know, he tried to pop out and show niggas. So I guess he tried to show me or something, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop and go with the weirdo. All right, let's go.
first of all, Munchie, you a potential, bro. And that's why I already know. Hey, man, y'all watch this clip real quick.
He got a snitch on Bake You, period.
Which has got to be hard to imagine, like, sitting down for that long and not telling on him, given how much he hates him.
Adam.
I'm not saying he's a snitch, but it's got to be pretty tempting, right?
Adam, I don't care. F Inglewood family.
What?
My daughters.
Okay.
Look, let me come at you on this angle, though, right? Hey, look, I might just sue you because
Hey, Paul.
you just committed defamation of character. You just put a job.
All right, before we get to that, he played it clear where I said, F Inglewood family on my daughters. I was saying, Luce Kenner got to tell. And how serious I am? No, fucking go with family on my daughters. You got to tell. Okay, you playing that mean what? I got fucked the homies, but I love the hood. Tatted and eat. It ain't going nowhere. Nigga, I'm a grown ass blood. You can't get me in trouble. He said. Nigga, you can't come around. I'm Gucci. I'm going to the hood right after this. But keep going.
Backing on me that wasn't true, bro. Nigga, I ain't in nobody's sexual registry. Nigga, I ain't never raped nobody in my life from the halls.
Okay, so I don't know who this guy is. And next time I do this, I'm gonna have the video of what I'm reacting to next to me, because it was my fuck up yesterday. Hellcat hit me up and was like, yo, let me teach you how to do that. And I'm like, all right, fine. Because I already been got the other laptop because I wanted to have 2 laptops to do it. But I was like, fuck it. But yesterday, I was having too much fun. I was not trying to do shit yesterday, so.
I ain't never raped no man. And on everything I love, bro.
I get one day to be a
I'm playing a
fucking,
dangerous game with my money.
to live life.
Because of these allegations that you putting on me, because your mind is so small. So I'm going to show you how to play the game right.
Oh, yeah. So I've seen clips of this guy. I don't know who he is, but I seen something about, I guess he's been to prison and he got his girl, I guess he does construction. He got his girl to be a CO. And that, when I heard that, that confused the fuck out of me. What man is going out of their way to make their girl a CO? Because unless I'm crazy, he said like he's the one that pushed her to get that job. Is it a good paying job? Probably. But your girl's getting fucked, allegedly. Because he talking about suing people. Not me. Not taking shit from me.
Any kind of man in my life or inferring that. So right there alone,
Good luck.
defamation of character, that little 7 bands that somebody told me that you make a month for this YouTube. And you use your platform to humiliate me?
That's not bad. I mean, 7 bands a month for YouTube, that's not bad. What do you make on YouTube?
Number 2, bro.
In my 600 voice, you was a buster. Nigga, if you know where I'm from, where I frequent at, why are you gonna try to sue somebody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to shit on somebody who's doing better than you is kind of weird. I'm not like, I'm just saying. Yeah, I know.
You said you such a gangster from
like the little 7 bands you make a month, bro. You wish you was doing that. Like, I'm not gonna shit on someone for what they make on YouTube, cause,
but
bro,
when you got some issues with somebody from your hood, and well, you ain't from my hood no more, but like, you know what I mean? Why you just don't pull up and breathe on them? I'm confused. I'm confused, and you can't sue me for no motherfucking defamation, fool. Man, I was there, bro. You tried to grab up the motherfucking Mexican.
Yeah, so that was Munchie B. Okay, so I watched a Munchie B video where he basically was talking about the guy trying to like pull somebody's pants down, and now he's talking about he could sue for defamation, but you can't. He said
See, I'm thinking we about to just pack the nigga out.
How are you gonna prove that didn't happen? You would have to prove it didn't happen.
And I was like, whoa, you feel me? He's on B team. I didn't get into this gangbanging shit for that. We'll be on B's like that shit. I ain't my get out on blood, nigga. But what else you say, Buster? All right, keep going.
Number 2, bro. Hey, shout out to Nucci from Block. Shout out to Rabbit from 6-0. Shout out to rest in peace JM from Main Street. You know that got killed New Year's Day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He was in Jamestown with me too, nigga, on the yard. And, they try to put that knife up in his locker. You know what I'm saying? And try to get him off the yard. Hey, I don't know if I was there with Tucci, but I think Tucci 5 was there, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Shout out to Goon from Insane Crib, from Babies. Listen, I was on the yard at Jamestown with them, right? After I left Jamestown, because we all went to camp.
Wait. Who the fuck is Popeye? Is that the same? I'm confused. Like, bro. You shouldn't have never hopped your bum ass on the internet. Now I'm going to cook you. Hashtag the mayor. And then Popeye had a transgender on Donna Van D yard. Last time I checked, he a well-known booty bandit, allegedly. Yo, I don't even know you.
Hey, look, from there, I went to MCRT.
But I've been told people don't make things like that up, so I don't know.
From there. Yeah, I was there with a lot of blocks, man. The blocks got deep. Yeah. So let's debunk this parole.
Why you running off all these enemy names that you was in jail with, bro? And if you wasn't in jail with them, you wasn't with them on that PC or you parole from? Don't confuse the viewers. No, that little dude, Nucci know me. Man, come on, bro. Tune 5, Tucci 5, you sound like a groupie. Tune 5, he a whole crip. I got him saying B team. That's my little evil son. What are you talking about? Me and No Brains, we bumped. We got down. Him and his co-defendant. Man, so since you're so cool with him, ask them 3 about me.
Since you're being such a good...
Yeah, I had to check out something.
Weirdo. All right, keep going, Yee.
From Donovan. To all y'all that's listening to this clown, this loca joker, whatever he is, this, because you know the blind lead the blind, right? The blind lead the blind. So So, since the blind is leading y'all, and y'all blind, if y'all listening to this dude, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all misled, obviously. Look, I parole. Man, I ain't got to prove shit to none of you motherfuckers, bro. Hey, listen, man, I parole for MCRP, and that's what it is, bro. I don't parole for no Donovan. So, nigga, before you get to hollering, I parole from a PC yard, nigga, get your facts straight, bro. There ain't no way you can clean that up, bro. You lying, you been lying, nigga. It's street niggas that can vouch on me, nigga, that was on the yard with me, bro. So it is what it is, right? Now, we debunked that, and we already debunked the little sexual allegations, nigga. Because whenever you put jackets on
Honestly,
people, nigga, you know how...
to be honest, though, the way to really hurt somebody is, let's say somebody starts a rumor about you, right? All you got to do is keep it going. That's really the way to like destroy somebody. Let's pretend this is not true, but people don't make things like this up. All you have to do is get together with all the other people that do their channels, people that don't like him, and just say the same exact thing. So
is on them yards, nigga. Where's the paperwork, nigga?
whether it's true or not, that's
Where's
really
the
how to beat
paperwork,
somebody,
nigga?
but
Who
I don't
outraged?
really do that. I don't believe in lying.
Hey, bro, why I gotta be paperwork for you being a predator? What you talking
There
about?
needs
Why do I
to
gotta
be,
paperwork for
bro.
that?
We need
And
an
keep at it. I
email.
told you, I'm
Anytime,
gonna find your
bro,
white
if our
Facebook.
man becomes gay for a day, if you pick gay for pay or you gay for the stay, I should get an email notifying me that I'm single.
And let her know your sneaky secrets, bro. Or
Shit.
fiance, whatever. Nigga, you won't be getting married.
Thank
fucking
you,
with me.
Gerardo.
Stop playing with me. Yeah, because you
Jamestown
was
is a
weird. I don't know what's in
PC
that
yard
Spanish
as
Popeye,
of,
but nigga,
oh
on blood, you better
shit.
bick it, weirdo. All right, keep going.
You learn new things
You's
every
a
day,
goofy,
B.
bro, and you about to get your ass bankrupt fucking with me. And number 3, bro, I went to Washington High School. I wasn't gonna say nothing. Nigga, I went to Washington High School in 98. Nigga, them Block Crips was up there, nigga. Cain and Abel, nigga. They don't know me. I don't know them. But I was there with them. Oh yeah, nigga, Champ from Block. I remember him up there. Oh yeah, nigga, the 6-0s and the East Coasters. Nigga, I don't care who I piss off with this one. Nigga, the 6-0s.
Bro, if I was
East
a
Coasters-
man, I'm not doing no gay shit unless I got life. Because if you got life, and even then, it's like, well, you could always overturn it. But I'm saying, if you got life, people can't be that mad at you. I don't
in
know.
Washington High School, nigga, they was deep to the motherfucker up there, nigga. Miss Lamont was the principal, nigga. Mr. Jones was the dean, nigga, from Brims. Yeah, who remember RoboCop, nigga? Come on, bro. I ain't gotta make nothing up, bro. Everything I speak on is facts, nigga. And the reason why I'm speaking on this Washington High School thing, nigga, yeah, I was an undercover blood up there. I will admit it, nigga.
Pause.
I was low key, nigga. The reason why I'm
All right, you went to Washington and you was an undercover blood. Oh, so you wasn't banging the hood at Washington. See, you was a buster. See, you been a buster before you even proved to everybody you was a buster. So you went to Washington and you wasn't banging. Yeenish, bro. When I went to school or in the Crenshaw district, I was banging. I didn't get ran out. I left there in cuffs, bro.
Someone said, dude jumped in the sector out of nowhere talking about crazy. Now you want to sue. All he had to do was mind his business.
I got witnesses to it. I was there with Infant Spank from 60s, Square Boy from 40s. I left there in cuffs, bro.
The best part of this show is how hot she is. The worst part of the show is how hot she is. Yo, shut up the fuck up.
The boy Tiny Boy from 60s, he know I was there. Nigga, I was banging. IFG, all 60s, 40s, 55s. The school I went to got all the rejects from Crenshaw High and they went to Catch. Come on, bro. KK from West Boulevard. Tell these niggas, bro. Man, my boy KK West Boulevard, he know on the dead homies. Like, come on, man. You went to Washington High School and wasn't banging. And you talking about you went in 98. What the fuck that got to do with me, nigga? I'm class of 06 or 7 or some shit. Weird ass, nigga. All right, keep going.
I'm bringing this up because, nigga, this nigga lying about talking about he went to the Washington High School homecoming game. Nigga, them 6-0s, them 4LPs, them CB4s, nigga. Nigga, them blocks, nigga, them UGs up there, nigga, them 9-0s, nigga. Nigga, what? Nigga, they no bloods going up there, nigga, out, nigga, that niggas knew. That niggas knew there, nigga, that knew they was going there, nigga. Nigga, Inglewood High, nigga, hey, look. Hey, nigga, I was on the red team, but Inglewood High, nigga, it was Crips going to Inglewood High, bro. Let's keep it 100, nigga. It was Crips, nigga, Tungus, nigga, going to Morningside, bro. Nigga. Nigga, you want to talk all this shit, nigga? You sorry ass, scary 110-pound girl boy. Nigga,
Pause.
I'm 250, nigga.
Hey, first of all, I'm not the one that told the story about me going up to Washington homecoming game, bro. D-Mac from 111 told the story, okay? Because I believe you ain't got to tell war stories. They go tell itself if you really like that, right? But
That's
sir,
true.
I most definitely went to that homecoming game. It was me and the homegirl, and she don't gangbang, bro. Did I get touched? Fuck no. That was smart of them. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't get touched. The Crips was in there. This nigga crazy. Man, why I gotta be a buster because you was? Nigga, I wasn't there to go to school. I didn't go to school. I went to the game to cause problems, bro. You tried to get an education at Washington and wasn't banging. That's the difference. Don't try to put me in the same boat as you buster ass nigga. Let me see, was you even allowed in the hood back when I did that? Let me see. Because you might have got out there and tried to move in, and then even when you got there, then nothing happened. Stop playing with grown folks. But keep it pushing.
Couldn't see me in your best days, nigga. On everything, bruh. I ain't even trying to call you out because it's a disadvantage, bro. You couldn't, nigga. You could say, oh, we could line up, bro. Listen, bro. I'm not finna put on no show for nobody, bro. Cause I'm not finna go to jail and be forgotten about trying to make a point, nigga. I ain't no goofball like you, nigga. Nigga, you can't even catch your own phase, nigga. Nigga, man, people have their way with you, bruh. People can have their way with you, bruh. And niggas want their way with you. They can't wait till you hit that yard. You popping this PC shit, bro, that's exactly where you going. You ain't even got to get off the bus and go PC. Police ain't gonna put you PC. When you get off that bus, bro, because I've been to the yard, nigga. I did 12 years, nigga. I know how I go, nigga. When you get to that yard, bro, they gonna make some phone calls.
I mean, yeah, in 12 years, I can't imagine going to jail for 12 years and not fucking a bitch. I'm sorry. If you could do it, shit, but I would.
There,
I'm
nigga.
getting a girlfriend.
So you better hope, nigga, you don't indulge in no criminal activity because you gonna hit them yards and be Braze is waiting on you, buddy.
Like, honestly, if I really found out that people, you know, really did get a boyfriend, start getting fucked, I wouldn't be that surprised. I can't even lie. I wouldn't be shocked.
Because, hey, my bad to y'all for bringing y'all up. But nigga, I gotta tip my hat to you niggas, cause I know how the penitentiary go. Nigga, you talking all this shit and all reckless about these men. And bro, when you hit that yard, cause nigga, you possibly on your way.
Pause.
You possibly on your way, nigga. Cause
Привет, как дела?
Baby Braze and Foley, right?
Somebody in
I don't
Russia.
believe, you know, neither one of them niggas, right? Okay, before Baby Braze bumped into Tiny Munchie, he was squabbling homies down. Baby Braze would have beat your ass, bro. So what the fuck is we talking about? Why did you dig riding that man? He would have spanked you, bro. He didn't get down with Tiny Munchie because they cool like that. They whatever. They had some kind of use a yee. You already told a story about the nigga dishing the hood in your face, and you wasn't the aggressor in that. You told a whole tank full of Crips they got to give you a head up because you BL. That was lying. You got
the ones that get you, the homies, the niggas that's your celly, the niggas that you bust and spread with. You don't even know what's coming. You can't even see it coming. Oh my bad. You right because you blind. You can't even see it coming. My bad, homie. Check it out, bro. Tighten up. Before you speak on me, come with facts, bro. Because I'm going to crush you with the facts that I got, bro. And last thing to y'all. Hey, man, y'all don't got to believe nothing I say. I don't care, man. I don't even give a fuck about this stupid-ass internet because half you niggas on the internet is straight goofballs like a motherfucker, bro. Y'all dumb. Yeah, after y'all turn this thing off, y'all go back to y'all life. And just like I'm going to go back to mine because I'm still getting money regardless what y'all think or whatever you say. But if you want some authenticity and some realness and some truth, bro, listen, Munchie is a buster from the hood. I'm gonna be the one to say it, nigga. He's a mascot, bro. He's a clown, bro. Niggas just let him do what he do because he claimed he this B team and he the only one that's speaking up over there, bro. He's a buster, bro. He's never been a factor, nigga. I can name, nigga, 5 niggas right now, nigga, that I'm of the same ranking, nigga, nigga, we are the same class, bro. And some niggas that I'ma name we don't even like each other no more. Nigga, I'ma name 5 niggas that's joints from over there. Nigga, Firebug, a joint from the set. Munchie ain't shit, nigga. Munchie's a fucking clown, bro. It's the niggas you don't hear about you gotta watch out about. Nigga, Firebug's a joint from over there, bro. Tiny Nut, CPF, even though we don't see eye to eye, and he might come on here and say some bullshit, nigga, I ain't gonna lie on nobody, though, nigga. He a joint from over there, too. You know, we got our history, whatever, but he's a factor over there, nigga. Who else over there a factor, bro? Big E-Mac. That's the homie.
You know what's crazy? Yo, the other day, so I did an interview with King Pill. Shout out to King Pill. Yo, the funniest dude on fucking YouTube, bro. Watch, a year from now, his shit's gonna be popping. And a lot of people that are popping right now, not even gonna be around no more. Because I've seen this, been there, done that, bro. I've seen people come in and out of the industry. And let me tell you, it's way easier to go viral than it is to stay viral. And when you see somebody that has a brain that figured out the fucking internet, and a lot of people calling me about him and talking shit, and it's like, bro, don't be mad. Somebody figured and cracked the code and fucking figured it out. Something that you're not gonna ever do. Because when I seen that, I'm like, bro, this man's a fucking genius. During our interview, he asked me, you ever been with a gangbanger? And when I really thought about it, I'm like, bro, no, I haven't. When I really think about it, yeah, I've dated like Crips and Bloods and shit, but I didn't even know that they was a Crip or a Blood until after we broke up and someone else would tell me. And I'm like, I didn't fucking know because I can't even imagine dating a gangbanger that's not retired because like I can't be at home while you're out fucking like doing like, what are you doing? Set tripping? Like I don't know. Bro, my man's at home getting his dick sucked. I don't know what the fuck, like, my man wouldn't be outside getting in trouble going to jail.
There, nigga.
The fuck?
Come on, man. I really don't want to be putting these niggas out there like that. It's the niggas that y'all don't even hear about, nigga. This nigga's a clown, bro. This nigga's a nobody, bro, from the hood, bro. He's a nobody, he's a groupie, bro. His banging career, bro, like, he didn't even have a car, nigga. How could you put in all this work, nigga? You 15 years old, bro. You was a wall banger, nigga. Come on, bro.
Pause.
Nigga.
All right. He can't count. He sick and name 5 niggas. He named 3. Right? If I call Big Firebug, he gonna say that nigga is a peon. You know what I'm saying? He gonna say he's a peon. And I ain't even talked to him about this, but I'm positive if I call Big Firebug, he gonna say he was a peon. I never knew you and Taylor had no history, bro. I didn't know y'all ever bumped or anything. Because if y'all did, why y'all didn't get him? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, both of them is real homies. You right. Okay, and Big E-Mac. What you talking about? The big homie that's locked up? The one that said he wish I was an E-Mac? Hey, man, knock it off, bro. Hey, and you said, how did I put on all this work? I was 15. I didn't even have a car. Bitch, when I was 15, my bitch was 2021. All the homies in the hood know the bitch Courtney. Nigga, Courtney, nigga, I was 15. She was like 2021. I was whipping her shit. Nigga, all that Palmdale fucking her.
Bro, yo, let me ask you all a question. What's up with all these older predator bitches? Like, every man I talk to that's from the hood in LA, they was like 12 years old getting fucked by a 21-year-old. What's wrong with y'all bitches? Now, I need answers because it's a woman. Don't think that you're getting molested, bro. And a lot of these men, they be losing their virginity at like 11, 10 years old by like a 19-year-old, and they become desensitized. You know what I mean? Like, they start looking at life completely different. They think all women ain't shit. And it's like, bro, that you're getting molested. You shouldn't be getting, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't even thinking about sex at 15, 6, even at 17, I started thinking about it. Like, cause everybody at 13 was already losing their virginity. I was like the only one that's like, ooh, no. But I figured it out early on that it's not the same for women and men. I realized that the less you do, the more you get. Meaning, one day I was walking home and this bitch, what's her fucking name? Let's call her Anna. She had like long dark hair, mad pretty. But she was 13 years old and she already was known for like being the neighborhood like slut. And I was still a virgin back then. I was ugly. I wasn't shit. Well, meaning like compared to the other bitches, like I was probably the, like not the baddest bitch back then. But for some reason, I still could get anybody I fucking want. And I remember the bitch was like, there was this one guy, and she was like, please, like, walk me home. I'll suck your dick. And he was like, no, I'm walking mine home. And I didn't even ask him. And I remember he walked me home and was just like, yo, when you grow up, you're going to be bad as fuck. And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, why are you walking me home? First, I didn't ask you. Secondly, she was going to suck your dick. I'm not doing that. But I realized, like, with men, it's like, bro, the less you do, the better. Because at the end of the day, sex is still supposed to be something special between two people that love each other. But
in her big ass section of house, nigga having my weight. What are you talking about? Having a car.
Less is more, ladies.
You was a cold as hell.
Hey, IBM World, what's good? When we going live? That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be at home. Nah, but facts. Like, I can't, my man, like, if I'm dating someone, they don't get arrested until after we break up. No man could ever say I put him in jail or fucking that he got arrested during our relationship, because your job as a woman is to keep your man at home. The fuck? Especially like a gangbanger, like what? To date another gangbanging bitch, it's like, bro, that shit ain't cute. Your woman's supposed to keep you at home out of trouble, not fucking
I swear to
have
God.
you going to jail and shit.
Bro, you told a story about your car not even having seatbelts in the back. In the same year, you said I was 15. In 06, you had a car with no seatbelts on, so the homies had to get out the car and walk because you had no seatbelts in the back seat. You was a bum. What are you talking about?
Huh? Wait, people have...
All right, Kim, pleasure.
I don't want to be known for violence in the hood and all that shit, man. Hey, I'm so past that, bro. I'm trying to bring my community together, bro. I don't care about Inglewood family. I'm going to make it a public record right now, nigga. I denounce that shit, nigga. I'm not a gang member no more. I don't indulge in gang activity. I don't indulge in criminal activity. You can't get me to do shit. You can't get me to talk on my phone about criminal activity, nigga. I'm not on that. But, nigga, you definitely ain't on that. And I'm going to sit back, kick my feet up, and enjoy the show, bro. Because I know how this story ends for niggas like this. You's a clown, you's a weenie.
Bro, I'd be mad as fuck if I was his boss and we're on a construction site and it's like, hey, get back to work. The fuck you doing? He's on YouTube all day.
You even rap, you stutter, you fucking talk slow when you rap. Your raps is trash. Shit so sorry ass. Nigga, I'll never buy your music, nigga.
He said, hey, this nigga funny. Hey, this nigga, I would just kick my feet up. You better not kick them dirty ass feet up. Nigga, old blood, you weirdo ass, nigga. Hey, it sound like you just debriefed. Oh, hey, from Inglewood family on here.
That's crazy.
I blew up on TikTok using this influencer.
Yo, so
this free app can make your video go viral. Just add videos.
they're lying to you. Shout out to ODM Slim. Yo, the other day we just did an ODM Slim interview. That shit was lit. I should just react to my own content, but we gonna do it another time. Whack 100 in the crossfire, loose cannon, and Charisse explode on a three-way call with Adam. Yo, so yesterday I feel like I missed everything. That's why I'm like a little late, but I know that Luz got into it with Charisse because she called me yesterday, but then Luz called her, so she was like, let me hit you back. But I don't know how that happened. I think academics kind of
I
like
want to thank my team for being my team.
said the wrong
Let's
thing.
rock it out. I fear no one. I walk with him. Welcome. I just my wife. Is that real?
But by the way, shout out to Charisse Mills because, bro, she's only on episode 5 of Sunday Service. My episode is episode 1. And on episode 5, she has Little Dirk academics. Like, bro, who else is really doing that? You know what I mean? Oh, also, before I start on this, let me tell you guys about my plans for the week. So this week, I'm trying to like not go crazy. That's why I ended up taking a day off yesterday, is because I was like, yeah, let me just take a day off because it's gonna be bad. So my friend, Little Pump's manager, hits me up and goes, do you want to collaborate with this girl? And I don't really do like OF collabs like that. I have with like a couple of very picky. So I did a collab with NLE Choppa's baby moms. I never even posted it. That's what's crazy. But this girl is like a real, like she be doing everything on there. So he showed me her page. I go to her Twitter. Her Twitter name is The Throat Goat. So I'm like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, you wanna, I mean, I'll hold the dildo while you fucking show me what you got, you know? But she's cool. So the problem is like, me trying to figure out what to do with her. Like, I guess we could do like a skit. We can do like, I don't know. I was just, as soon as I heard Throw Goat, I was like, bro, like, I don't really do collabs like that. Like, well, I'll do a collab where we're like wearing lingerie and we like twerk on each other, or maybe like give each other lap dances, or maybe I don't even kiss these bitches, bro. I'm telling you, like, because nah, I don't know. It's like, bro, I need to see a test. I need to see 2 tests, matter of fact, because how I know you didn't get fucked right after you took that test. And I'm one of those people, like, I don't have sex that often because unless I'm in a relationship, then I'm fucking every day, 20 times a day, because I'm not taking the chance. Like, my biggest fear is catching something. So I don't give a fuck how bad a bitch is. I need to see 2 tests. Like that, you got to take a test right in front of me, matter of fact, because I don't know if that shit's real or not. Ooh, fuck out of here.
I'm like, man, you know what?
Oh, okay. So let me actually start writing this down so that I don't keep forgetting. I need like a to-do list. All right, so Throat Goat. Figure out what day I want to link with her because tomorrow I'm shooting skits. So my assistant's going to come and help me. So that's tomorrow and then Thursday. On Friday, I'm linking Simona. That's my friend who she plays like a Russian mom. So we're going to be doing some like skits with her. And I want to go live with her. And we did a live before. If you go through my lives, she's the girl that we talked about being single versus married in Miami. And me and her were supposed to do a podcast together where we talk about, you know, the difference between being a single girl here and a married one. And I don't know, like, I know a few married bitches that be living better than the single ones. Like, they be outside getting fucked by, yeah. She's not one of those, though. She's a good woman. So Throat Goat, I need to figure out what day to shoot with her. First, I got to figure out what I'm going to shoot with her. And then, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something for sure? Oh, okay. And then my homeboy, who I did a skit with him before, it's the skit Dating in Miami Be Like. So he's literally just sleeping on the couch and I'm like robbing him. So I take his jewelry off. So I got to do some skits with him. Just got to figure out what to do before he comes. So I think I could always do like the Perfect Woman skit with him. But what I really want to do is redo a skit that I already did. So we're going to be working on that. And my problem is, the day before I do skits, I usually write all my skits out, but I be forgetting, like, you know, to actually write out the skit. Like, I'll just write the skit like the perfect woman, the way a woman's supposed to treat you. And then as I'm shooting it, I usually write it because it comes out better, but that'd be taking forever. So let's get back to
the
this.
second law of power. It says about, I think it goes something like,
Do we get a 360 today?
don't put too much trust in friends.
Yeah, send this live to your mother, your father, your grandmother, and then I'm going to do a 360.
And learn how to use those. Something like that. Something like that nature. Something like that nature, man. Y'all don't quote me. Don't quote me, y'all. I'll be just reading stuff. But, I'm thinking that's what's going on. Now that you, where he wants you, now it's time to disrespect you. At first it was like, no, he was on the street, like, man, I don't know what kind of get doing, talking about, like, I ain't getting that kind of, man, I don't know what's going on. He try to play the background all the time. Now he on you. Come on. Come on, cuz. Come on. Man, look, it's your first time to the channel. Can I get y'all like, comment, subscribe? For the algorithm. The algorithm. Nah, but yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, man. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to there, man. We get to that.
Hey.
We on the road. It says up in fights, man. If y'all ain't already subscribed to the channel, man, subscribe to the channel. If your sister, mom, cousin, auntie, brothers, then if they ain't subscribed to the channel, man, shoot them, man, shoot them the content. Tell them, listen, ODM, he the one. What? Everybody say I want to see me do great. Well, that's how I see
Honestly, I'd be doing way more 360s if we could play music.
Right.
Like, if I could just listen to popcorn and just smoke a blunt on here, oh my God, I'd be doing this every day.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine 100 people do that. Say 9 people, that's 900 people got the content. See how fast it works? 900 people didn't do it since 8.
Oh, but before I even keep going, let me first explain why Brick Baby's a fucking hoe. So, let's go to my page real quick. Just for like a quick reminder. All right, so me and Brick Baby beef, right? So then he bans me from LA. So I go to LA and Traplo Ross invites me to a studio session that he's going to be at and lets him know that he invited me. So I didn't have a choice but to go because I told him, I'm not trying to see this loser, but now that you fucking invited me, I don't got a fucking choice. So I came there with my peoples who I was already with. I didn't call them on some like, come with me. If my people said that they had other shit to do, I would have went alone. But they went with me. So I get there and this is what happens. Hold on. So that's crazy. Because you talking about like killing your babe moms and threatening her, but you letting me fucking put hands on you? I mean, what I find crazy is my homeboy that came with me, he's from the Bounty Hunters. He was telling me that, you know, he went to jail with Brick. He spent years with him. And that when I first started speaking to him, he said, Brick's not a bitch. I was in prison with him. And I said, bro, whoever he used to be, he's not that person anymore. Ever since he came out, that's not who he is. It's like, bro, how am I the only person that sees when somebody has a lenient judge every time they get arrested? But whatever, it is what it is. The point is, he let me know that ever since that day, Brick stopped speaking to him. And bro, this is supposed to be your homie. This is supposed to be your bro. And I don't know if it's like the clout that gets to people. Like as soon as they get on, they just like don't give a fuck about no one else. I'm not like that, but you know, I'm the type, bro, tomorrow I could get a fucking show on ABC paying me $1 million an episode. I'm still speaking to, I don't see myself like cutting people off and just like not, but whatever. But the reason I think he did that is because, bro, like, because with my boy being there with me, Brick knew that there was nothing he could do. But no one told you I had to slap you. I didn't ask him to slap him. He fucking told me to slap him. So it's like, okay. The reason he was mad is because he tried to link me the next day and try to set me up. I guess the whole point of Brick Baby allowing me to smack him is because he thought, now this bitch thinks that we're good. So now when I hit her up, she's not going to even expect it. So the next day he hit me to link him. And he said, yo, you trying to buy one of those hats? The little hats he was always wearing. I'm trying to get one to New York and shit. And I was like, the first thing that popped into my head is, bro, why didn't you just give me the hat yesterday? And do I want to buy it? No, I'm not putting money in the hands of a fucking human trafficker, especially not a real one. It's like, bro, if you're a game banger / human trafficker, and you're not a very good one, that's not happening.
No further ado.
The fuck? And there's nothing worse, bro. It's like, pick one. If you're gonna be a human trafficker, do that. But don't be bad at everything you do. Pick one. Either be a game banger or a fucking pimp. And I know for a fact, I know people that fucking was taking bitches out off a brick like it was nothing. Because a lot of these dudes, they're not really real pimps. They just fucking, they act like they are. But it's like, bro, like, bitches, I know bitches that got more game than a lot of these fucking men.
That's sponsoring, you know what I'm saying, all the time, period. That's the hump. That's my dog. That's my people.
Fucking
my family. You know what I'm saying? Mommy,
terrible at everything he does.
Tyrese, Loose Cannon speaks to Adam 22 about Wack disrespecting his wife.
Kill Squad died before it started. What Kill Squad, bro?
She showed all the papers, so I ain't gonna.
And at the time, I was even thinking, like, bro, no one else sees this. Like, how is a man who's a felon, who's like, bro, like, who just had a case dropped because you know the feds are watching you, right? And you talking about you fucking got mad, you murders, more murders than squabbles. Like, I'm like, bro, I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that if I feel like the police is watching me, and I know for a fact. It's like, bro.
Into that, like we ain't like we know Gigi, that real wife. Gigi, we know, girl. We know, Gigi. Yeah, man. Let's get to the content.
I'm talking crazy and doing all the extras.
I'm talking crazy and I'm in jail.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, no, I don't want to see anybody in jail, but suck my whole dick, bro. I hope you're getting fucked in the ass.
Mike is my guy. I don't understand what's going on.
What? Hold on. So, let's get this right. Wack is your guy. Them are deep words, right? Because I believe Wack helped you go to jail. I believe Wack was trying to get you put in there with Big U. I believe Wack did all that.
Yeah. Bro, and the craziest part of all is I got banned from LA because he couldn't fuck. That's literally where all the issues started. It's like a part of me, I almost wish somebody would do like a real surviving damn homie where they explain everything that happened and how I had to fucking maneuver this shit. But bro, it's like that was the easiest beef I've ever had in my life. And if you know, you know, like we're from New York where shit actually gets crazy. This was the easiest peon to ever fucking, like, bro, nobody can ban you from LA the same way nobody can ban you from New York. No one can ban you from nowhere. No one can ban you from Miami. I could just make it real hard for you to move around, but no one can ban you.
Wack,
But I wish I knew this bitch was in New York. I would have been done something, but
see, Wack used you.
I got you in LA when I'm in
abused
there in 2 weeks.
Played with your backside, and now he's done with you. You 4 months pregnant with his baby. Now you stuck in his web, and he's gonna get another boy back.
That's out there that he have problems with people on my team or whatever like that. It's just like if people.
He said, he got problems with people on my team, like whatever. He can call her his wife because he don't know how far Gigi went. So he said, oh, he got a problem with my wife, my play wife, my whatever.
How to go viral as a musician on Instagram.
Honestly, though, I'm not 100% sure what happened, but apparently the person that leaked Sharice's videos was Loose Cannon's ex-wife or wife, I don't know what she is. But to do that to another woman's a little crazy. I think, like, but women are worse predators than men, and I'll be the first one to say that. Like, bro, men don't even compare to how women are the fucking worst. Jealousy especially. Like, bro, I had a bitch hating on me just because I'm better than her. This is like, normally I hate that. Like when people go, oh, she's just jealous. I'm like, normally I'd be like, jealous of what? Like the bitch got her own thing going on. The fuck she worried about me for? But this one bitch has nothing going on. So I understand. But it's like, bro, if you have nothing going on, I'm not fucking beefing with a bitch that ain't got shit to lose and is willing to crash out over a man in prison. But it's all good because I'm going to end up seeing you in LA. I don't know where, because I don't hang out where the bums hang out, but who knows? Maybe I'll feel like a bum one day.
I'll put it on screen for the people. He said, for the record, I don't owe you or nobody else a dime. You continue to overstep your boundaries with
I was on that episode when he crashed out. Shit.
I'm gonna remind you that y'all came to me for the plugs, not the other way around. This ain't your lane. You're on a mission to start a war
between two men. All you gotta do.
You on a mission to stay with two men. Who are these two men? You and Big U? He on a mission? Now you blame everything on him. Look at this. Look how. What the fuck? What is going on, bro? So he's saying now that Loose Cannon is on a mission to break him and Big U up. Two men, right? Or who else?
I think he meant, I don't know. I think he means like Sharice is trying to like start something between him and Luz. But he's basically saying for her to stay in a woman's place. But I'm sorry, like if Munchie B on No Jumper, I think said like, your bitch is going to be getting fucked. And I guess she felt like he talking to me, so I'm going to answer. But in that situation, I guess it would have been better to not say nothing and just let them go at it. But I would have probably said some shit too, because it's like, what do you mean I'm going to get fucked? By who? You're going to get fucked in the ass before I get touched. What do you mean? So, but then she just kept going and... Bro, I would have said the same shit. I'm not gonna lie, because like you telling me what I'm gonna do with my pussy.
Something else. Hashtag mistress. Now talk about the OnlyFans. Leave me the fuck alone, please, before I get on bullshit.
No, but one thing, I understand like why getting mad for them being like, oh, you know, like, are you gonna contribute? But because you don't know how many people are asking Wack for help. Like same way it's like when a person asks me for help, it's like, bro, first of all, I need help. The fuck you mean? Like, you think, why do people, it's like the minute they think you got money, everybody wants help. And it's like, you don't know if that person got money or not, for real. Like, and even if they do, I've noticed, I've helped people before and it was thrown in my face. I'm telling you, there's been times where I helped a person and it wasn't enough. But no one else did anything. And you know what I mean? So it makes you think like, damn, like, is it better just not to do shit? And even like if I help somebody and now they start asking me for more help and it's like, bro, ask somebody else who hasn't helped you at all. What the fuck you asking me for? Like I'm the type, if I feel like doing something and I'm able to help you, I will go out of my way to do it. But if you ask me for something, I can't do it. Like I forgot how to speak English. The fuck are you talking about? What? Why are you asking me? Go ask somebody else. No. That's crazy. Sharice never asked him to contribute. No. So I agree. She never asked him to contribute. What happened was I think academics stirred the pot and basically said things. Like he was kind of putting words in her mouth to get, you know, I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not really sure what happened, but I do think it was like a mistake, like a mix up of words. Yeah, because I think had they all been on the call, that would have never happened. I think just, you know when people sometimes like play telephone, it's like, I'm going to tell you something, then by the time somebody repeats it, it's a whole nother thing. I think it was just a misunderstanding because I don't think she expects anybody to help. Like from what I'm seeing, I guess like anybody would love some help, but like if I'm in a situation, I'm not even expecting anybody to help. I barely expect people to even call and check on me. So anything people do, I'm happy, but I don't expect shit. I don't think she's expecting things. I think she meant more like, I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I need to watch it before I even say anything.
Everybody told OnlyFans, but you just downplaying Gigi. You just downplaying Gigi, saying Gigi's lying and stuff, right? Now he want to talk to her about say about the OnlyFans because see he playing both sides of it. Like, oh, we talking to Gigi, are you lying? Sharice say this, that, woo. Now they go, oh, but Gigi or OnlyFans, come on, bruh. He's ain't nothing but a fire starter. He initiate the fire and then walk away while the flame going up. He need to burn in the pits of hell. What is BBL?
Yeah, so, okay, so let's talk about the OnlyFans.
He's actually calling out Sharice with that. He's putting shit between him and him.
Yeah, so we can talk about the OnlyFans thing.
The OnlyFans thing.
We talk about that, this my nigga is slow as hell. My guy is slow as hell.
Bruce, I saw Sharice chewing on your balls. I hope that was you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so
I saw Sharice chewing on your balls. I hope that was you. Yeah, of course it was me. That was not him, bro. He was with her at that time.
I didn't even know they had an OF.
Thanks. I did some things. She's a guzzler. Of course.
That's your man. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm sorry, but if I'm fucking with my man, I'm doing all that shit. I'm recording it. Here's the difference, though. Anything with my man, it stays on my phone. He don't even get a copy. That's how you, yeah. But if y'all feel like putting it out there, that's on y'all. But damn, so if it was on OF, then I guess they can't really sue her because it's already out there. But then again, no, there has to be a way, because even like for people to repost your shit on Reddit, I feel like you should be able to sue, because you shouldn't be able to put my content out there, even if I am selling it, even if it's already out there. It shouldn't be like, I don't know.
Sharice Guzzle. That's what they
assume. I hope if she is suing her, I hope she wins, because
I'm just saying.
I don't think it's right. Like, women are fucking crazy.
And what she did,
putting another woman's, and I think like for the ex-wife to put her video out there on her channel, these dudes weird. That's why that looked as a bad timing. She only said Wack hasn't got the diapers. He said he was gonna get Callie. That's all Cherie said. Yeah, see, so I feel like Wack maybe added a couple of things on there, but yo, IBM, when you trying to go live? Because we could just talk about this on live. So let me know if you're free today.
Guzzling.
Meet Monty. He's a talented entrepreneur who's drowning in all of his to-dos. Now meet Stan.
All that stuff is out the window. She was doing it, and then I told her once we got married, all that stuff is gonna stop. We had fun with it, and that's it. You know, things get leaked, but it is what it is. And then after that, I mean, it ain't no shame getting hear from your wife.
Adam said she knowing on bulls. That's what you're supposed to do. I did hear her when they asked her about it, she was like, yeah, that's my man. He's with me because I'm a freak and I like to please him and he liked to please me. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's crazy to say, oh, she knowing on bulls. You're supposed to if that's your man. Duh. Tomorrow, let's do it tomorrow.
Get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide that. Divide that. Don't hide that. Divide that. Don't hide that. Divide that. That's what you told y'all. Divide that thing. Y'all ain't hiding it. Y'all give y'all women every way. Don't hide that. Divide that. Y'all ain't hiding or dividing it. I'm telling y'all. Y'all divide that thing up and give it away on porn sites.
Oh, by the way, speaking of fucking porn, whatever the fuck. Yo. So tell me how yesterday, when I woke up, I was looking for like a video, right, on the hub, and I accidentally seen Lily Phillips, the girl that fucked 100 dudes, and then I stumbled on the girl, Bobby, what's her name? The one that fucked 1,000 dudes. So I was like, you know what? Normally I don't like watching videos. If I see you on a podcast, I can't jerk off to you. I'm sorry. It's just crazy. Like, cause like, I don't want to know about your personality. It's like, I want to see you. Like, I don't want to hear nothing. Whatever. So I watched both of them, and let me tell you, what the fuck? Okay, the bitch that fucked 1,000 dudes, what's her name? Bonnie. What, guys, what's her name? Bonnie Blue. When I tell you, oh man, I don't even know if I could say this. Yo, what a disgusting fucking whore. Yo, like, and I don't think that about a lot of people, but bro, I literally felt like throwing up watching her suck dick in a car. It was just like the weirdest. It wasn't even sexy. It was like, ugh. It's like she's on the side of the road, like dressed nice. Like she looks like a lady. And then dude, obviously it's all set up. Dude's like just driving by. See, when I have a man, my next relationship, I'm doing that for sure. Oh, no one's gonna see the video, but I'm doing this for real. And he just sees, hey, and she's like, oh, do you want to give me a ride? He's like, yeah. Motherfucker don't even open the door for her. He literally just like unlocks it, and she goes in. Like, bro, for me to get in your fucking car to suck your dick, you better get the fuck out and open the door for me. I don't care if we're playing that I'm a prostitute or not. Like, no. Get the fuck out of the car. You ain't reaching over. No. That's what I'm gonna do. If like a man opens the door for me, then I reach over and try to push your door. But no. Okay, so she gets in the car and he starts telling her how it's so out of his way. Bro, I would have been out the car in 2 seconds. Like, what do you... The whole porno is about she's getting in to suck his dick for the ride. Like you give me a ride, let me suck your dick on the way there. And he's bitching about how long it's gonna take him and it's out of his way. That's when the porno got ruined for me already. I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up. If I was her, I would have left. But okay, whatever. So she's like, oh yeah, whatever. So she just like starts playing with herself and then she starts sucking his dick, bro. Like that shit was disgusting. It wasn't even cute. It was like, and I've never had that effect before. Normally I watch a video and I'm just like, ooh, like I'm trying to like get some pointers. Like, how else are you supposed to do it? You watch a lot of videos and you learn from it, like the shit they say or the shit they do. Some bitches, I'm like, wow, like she could really suck dick. This was not that. This was maybe his dick ugly and white. Maybe that had something to do with it too. But it was just everything was. I couldn't even watch it. So then I watched the Lily Phillips one. That's the one that fucked 100 dudes. Yo, not bad. I can't even lie. So she was sucking a little person's dick, and his dick wasn't even small, which is crazy, but it's normal, bro. Because I know for a fact, a lot of these little dudes, they have big dicks because they're all on OF. And yo, it's actually crazy that they have the same dick size as like a normal, not a normal, like a regular guy that's just, yo. And her, even though she was doing some degrading ass shit, it was fire. I can't even lie. I can't even be mad at her. The bitch was like sucking his dick upside down, like looking into his eyes. Yo, I'm like, I'm not mad at this bitch. But the other one, it was not it. And I feel bad saying that. I don't want to hate on nobody. If that's what you do, I don't mind. Like, if you're a whore, just be like a whore that's proud to be that. Like, don't be one of those like, and I've met these bitches. So I know one porn star that, yo, this bitch, what's her name? It's Victoria something, Vicky Banks. Yeah. So this bitch decides to have like a show where on YouTube where basically you're stretching with her and she asks you questions. So I did a show with her, and then after that, I tried to get her on my World Star show, the Down in the DMs, when I had a show. And the bitch never, like, she didn't text me back. And I'm like, bitch, I went out of my way. 45 minutes. This bitch lives in traffic. It's an hour and 5 minutes. I went out of my way to go to Brickell, which I never go there because that's where all the fucking thoughts hang out. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to go there once a year just to remind myself, well, I don't come here, whatever. I go to link with this bitch. I do the show. You can't do it for me then? Aye, bitch, no doubt. So then she calls me again like months later to come back on her show. I said, bitch, suck my dick. You didn't even come on my World Star show. And then she was like, oh, my bad. I didn't see your text. How do you not, bitch, are you slow? Anyway, she talking about, World Star hates hoes. Like, basically, World Star hates on hoes. And I'm like, no, they don't. I have a show. I forgot how the conversation started, but basically she was saying how, like, World Star hates on hoes, and I'm not even a hoe. I said, aren't you a porn star? And she goes, yeah, that was like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, bitch, that's now. That's recent. What do you mean 3 years ago? That's like me saying, bro, that was a week ago. Girl, 3 years ago is recent. 10 years ago, I would understand. But 3 years ago, no. Especially if that's all people know you for. If it was 3 years ago, but you started doing comedy and stand-up and you stopped doing porn completely, that's different. That's, okay, she's trying to let go of her past. But if a bitch is literally, as we're outside, people keep coming up to her, asking her for photos. And yo, these bitches is celebrities. When I tell you, people are like, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. Bro, you jerked off to her. Calm down. Like, it's not that serious. But okay. Maybe it's normal to me because I know all these bitches. But whatever. So when a bitch says I'm not a hoe, it's like, shut the fuck up, bro. If you're going to be a hoe, be a hoe. Be like, yeah, I love sucking dick. If you're not going to do that, then go fucking be a nun, dumb bitch. So I don't like that shit. What you was doing on there. We were literally just stretching and we were wearing Halloween costumes. I think I was a cat. My least favorite costume, because that's what every bitch does every year. And my interview was type funny. I don't know, but I watched like a clip of it. But my thing is like, bro, like, it's like if I come on your show, I expect you to return the fucking favor. But it's okay because, in Miami, all the whores are here. So it's like, it's not like I had no one else to film with, but it's like, bitch, no doubt.
From the beginning, because
guy. I don't think they thought. I didn't think Luce was gonna get arrested with you. Like, no, I don't think Luce thought he was gonna get arrested with Big U. And I feel like Luce is gonna get out, but Brick is fucked.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what Attitude 2 just said? He came with a whole scenario probably somebody in the Reddit came up with. And he really just ran that down on a public platform, knowing the police watching. Crazy work.
But
Crazy,
even if
crazy
you were
work.
on a platform that had 2 followers, police still watch that. You think police doesn't watch the little channels? They watch all channels. It's not just the big channels.
Unisex never did not one thing together. So
You robbed the weed shop, or you extorted him, right?
no, never robbed no weed shop, Adam. You know that.
I guess,
Crap like that.
I guess Wack is primarily mad because you guys are kind of trying to like finesse money out of him, I guess, or like trying to take the narrative that
That's money out of who? Out of Wack?
I guess.
I don't think they were trying to finesse money out of him.
We got our own businesses. We got our own houses. We got our own property.
I'm being told that last night, Wack, people were, Sharice was saying that Wack needs to start supporting more.
No, well, you know, Wack don't have to do anything.
That's false. You need to go listen to the interview. I never said that.
I do. I'm on stream, but I do need to check that out.
Yeah, when you check that out, you'll see I never did. Academics asked a question and I answered it. And I never said he needs to. I never said I'm looking for it. I never asked for nothing. I actually said we are not ones to ask for a handout. If you want to support him, go to itsloosecannon.com and purchase a t-shirt, stream his music. Those are the things I said. Ack is the one that instigated and asked certain questions. And truth be told, it wasn't even what it was when he had talked to Ack.
Act always starts up, but listen though, listen.
Damn.
No, let's keep this real. So, that's what I had to just put my brain, because I seen him on the stream with Ack, right? Him on Ack on stream, right? And then Dirk there with him, right? But Dirk was not with him at first. So Luce Cannon had to move and went somewhere else, right? So Brick Baby saying that he got Luce Cannon out of there and made Luce Cannon go somewhere else had to be right. Had to be right. So Brick Baby made Luce Cannon go. Brick Baby rolled Luce Cannon up. That's this spoof right here. I kind of figured it's spoof because he was with Brick Baby at first, Brick Baby was on the phone. Now you with Dirk. Brick Baby still where he was at. Because if Dirk was there at first, you probably got Dirk on the phone the first time, right? But he wasn't with Dirk at
I
first.
wish I could change
Now
the
thing
title
happened,
as
Brick Baby
I'm
did all the same
live.
stuff.
Can I do that?
Now you with Dirk. Oh, so Brick Baby really rolled you
I
up.
can.
Oh, this is crazy.
To Wack, and Wack just went big on big for no reason, and I just feel like he's a big bully. And at this point, I don't want anything to do with him. He can go ahead and suck my motherfucking invisible dildo at this point.
Invisible dildo. That's a lot. I don't think Ack wants to suck that.
No, I wasn't talking about Ack, sweetie. I was talking about Wack. Okay, because he likes to bully women. He likes to bully women, and it's not okay. He would never say those things if my husband was out of jail. He would never. Okay?
You think Wack is scared of this?
I don't know what he is. I'm not saying.
I don't know if he's scared of Luce now, but when Luce out of jail and Luce was talking that high power stuff, what Wack was saying, Wack was like, I don't know why Luce mad. Like Luce, it's the same thing. I don't know why Luce, I didn't do that to Luce.
Now, don't put words in my mouth just like how Ack was. I never said that, but I know for a fact he wouldn't have done that if Cannon was out of jail. Okay?
Because you're scared of him, right?
No, I didn't say that either. What I'm saying is, he should have never disrespected me publicly. He could have called me. He said those things and all that and talking about my last.
I think it was just like a misunderstanding, and I hope that they do fix it. Hopefully it's like a play and they're all just laughing behind the scenes. I would much rather that. So yeah, I just changed the title because I don't even want to talk about this until I watch everything. So let's talk about what I really wanted to talk about. 100 people versus 1 gorilla.
Stats from just Americans when possible. So recently, all of social media has been blowing up with the debate of 1 gorilla versus 100 humans. The funny thing is that everyone seems completely divided onto who would win the fight. One side thinks that the gorilla would pull a Winston and just completely thrash the army of humans with ease, while the other side believes that the sheer numbers would let the humans just beat up the gorilla like it's Naruto. But who is actually correct? Is a gorilla versus 100 people actually a fair fight, or is it actually a stomp? Does the gorilla win, or do the humans? Let's find out. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's jump right in. Now, to begin, I think it's important to establish both sides of this fight. For the gorilla, we are assuming that this is essentially the strongest gorilla possible. Of the 4 gorilla species, easily the largest and strongest would be a silverback eastern lowland gorilla.
Who even started this argument? I'm so confused. Like, a lot of times, where do things come from? I want to start something one day. It's like, okay, so 100 people versus 1 gorilla. What about 100 prisoners versus 1 gorilla? I was having a conversation with my homeboy earlier, and I was like, you don't think 100 of you could beat a gorilla? I ain't fighting no fucking gorilla.
Tall and weigh between 400 and 500 pounds, the largest ever being about 600 pounds or even beyond. However, this fails to capture how a gorilla's overall proportions drastically exceed that of a normal human, with a wingspan of over 8 feet, drastically more muscle mass, and far less body fat. In comparison to the peak gorilla, the group of humans will be made up of 100 average people. There will be no boxers, nor MMA fighters or athletes, and instead it will just be 100 totally normal people with totally normal physical stats, with there being an equal number of men.
But why gotta be why gotta be like 100 losers? Like, why can't it be 100 bodybuilders? Like, why gotta be fucking 100 lamos against one gorilla? Of course he's gonna fucking win.
Get the QuickBooks mobile app. Simply snap photos of receipts, tap, and
from just Americans when possible. This means the 50 men in the group will be on average 5'9" and almost 200 pounds, while the 50 women in the group will be on average 5'4" and 100
women.
Now, to be fair, Americans.
I thought it was it's 100 people versus a gorilla. Okay, so the reason this wouldn't work is because the first person that goes in and they get eaten, I'm going home. Yeah, I'm just, okay, I'm going home. Like, whoever's standing in the front is a fucking moron. But what I was saying is, what if we all jump him at the same time? 100 men is more likely, because are all the women average also, or there's no big bitches, there's no like baby D's in there? Fuck that. It should be 50 baby D's and like 50
human, exceeding them in height by a couple inches and being casually twice the weight of the average man. Also, just so we're all on the same page, this is what 100 people looks like. It's definitely not a small group, but it's also not a massive crowd by any means. A lot of college lectures have more people than this,
we're losing.
Determining the true strength of a gorilla is incredibly difficult for multiple reasons. Firstly, gorillas ultimately are not a predatory species, so in comparison to something like a bear, a wolf, or any of the big cats, they rarely, if ever, go out of their way to attack humans. Secondly, unlike for humans that will willingly do experiments to test the limits of human strength, doing the exact same thing is almost impossible for gorillas because they're not just going to do a bench press for a couple of bananas, unfortunately. This forces most, if any, estimations of gorilla strength to be just that, estimations based off of their bodies and the very rare instances of strength that we have seen from them. Thirdly, there is a lot of hearsay and misinformation regarding gorillas.
But they look nice. I don't know.
Completely different stats for what gorillas are.
And they're not known for like attacking humans. So what if? Ooh, actually, I think that we have a chance because what if the gorilla's like a pussy? You know, like, and what if he's like he's the only gorilla that just doesn't want to fight? Like he's just like like.
Really old. The biggest issue, though, is that inconsistent information. For example, one website says they can lift 1,800 pounds, while another claims they can lift more than twice that at 4,000 pounds. Things get even more wild when these resources put it in terms of humans. Some claim that a gorilla is 8 times stronger than an average man. Another claims that they are 4 to 10 times stronger than a human. Another source claims 12 times, with another claiming that gorillas are a whopping 20 times stronger than a human. Clearly, the only consistent thing agreed on here is that gorillas are stronger than humans, but this much variation in number between sources is enough to say that these numbers are completely made up or very unsubstantiated. So let's look to what actual researchers have said about gorillas, or what we have actually seen them do in real life. Consistently, gorillas have been seen uprooting thin banana trees, shattering protective glass, and have broken human arms in brief attacks. Smaller and weaker primates like chimpanzees have shown feats of strength 2 to 3 times stronger than that of normal
I'm
humans.
scared of chimps. I'm not even gonna lie. Every time I see like people with their faces and shit, I don't know.
Given that chimps are less than a quarter of the weight of a gorilla, suddenly the 4,000-pound claims look slightly more valid and would approximately make them 8 to 10 times stronger than a human being lifting-wise, though strength and weight don't exactly work like that in a 1-to-1 ratio, clearly. Looking back to older information, the statements get harder to verify, but could also be potentially more legitimate, as these were real interactions in the wild. We have accounts from 19th century explorer Paul Chalu recounting gorillas snapping and bending metal guns with their bare hands, or even an older account from explorer Andrew Patel that recounts that 10 people were unable to pin a gorilla down. Finally, we have more speculative calculations around things like gorilla bite force and punching strength, which is incredibly difficult to calculate without, having the gorilla punch something that actually measures the force. Still, even the most lowball calculations put the gorilla's strength at around 881 joules of force, with the highest being 3,660 joules of force. In comparison, humans output only about 74 joules with their punches, which would make the potential difference in punch power anywhere from around 10 to 50 times. I don't think really speed is something we really need to talk about here. It isn't like other power scaling topics where either side is a blitz difference faster than the other or anything like that. Gorillas and humans are...
Okay.
I blew up on TikTok using this influencer
I'm bored.
secret. This video can make your videos go viral.
Cause bro, it's like I could only watch one thing for so long before I'm like, okay.
With 5 people being shot in the Harlem is a hood that goes by many different names and has kind of played many different roles in the city over the years. But they've controlled this same area between Crenshaw and Normandy and Jefferson and King since the early 70s. But this area has been heating up with the gunplay, with 5 people being shot in a 7-day span this month alone. It was a triple shooting at a bus stop on King and a double shooting on Western and Exposition, where one dude ended up losing his life in this situation. But the 30 section has always been active. Now, some people may refer to them as the Harlems, or OHC, Original Harlem Crip, the Rolling 30s, or the Dirt Gang.
Now, the dirt game really came from the Dirty 30s, which is not a diss to the Harlems. You know, I really see older people using that term, Dirty 30s, to refer to these dudes, but they still rep the dirt game. And some other terms that we've heard become synonymous with this hood is ASM, NSA, and DNA. So DNA is going to be just that, the makeup of this hood. Dinker Park, the 9 or 39th Street, and the avenues. Now, 39th Street is going to be really arguably one of the most notorious sections over here. Everybody know the 9, but the Dinker Park High-Heads and the avenues also have reputable members that come out of them sections as well. But like I said, one of the most notable is going to be the 9. Now, NSA and ASM, those are going to be kind of newer terms that have really been associated with the Harlems. I would say within the last 10, maybe 15 years, those terms have really become popularized over here in this section. Now, they are derogatory, so I'm not just going to say them outright, but this is really what the Harlems push and what they've been known for over the years, really beefing with all the Bloods.
I already talked about it. The reason why I'm really viral is because of the ASM shit. I have a real controversial ass name. ASM is real controversial. So that, first of all, that draws attention. And it wouldn't be no that if it wasn't for, it wouldn't be no ASM, it wasn't for no NSA. I'm just saying like that. ASM, NSA, that's the same thing. So I can't be ASM on my NSA, and I can't be NSA on my from Harlem because we're NSA.
You know, some of their members claim to be the only Crip hood that beef with all the Bloods in the city. And we know they surrounded by Bloods. To the west, they got the Jungles. North, they got the Biddy Stones and the Rolling 20s. And to the east of them, they got the Fruittown Brims. But we got to speak on some Crip on Crip beef that the Harlems have also been known to take part in. We're going to speak on their beef with the Hoovers, which has been said to be like an on, off, and on again type thing.
Is there anyone the Hoovers don't beef with?
And they went to war with the Avalons as well.
Shit.
But some other allies that they have in this section, of course.
What did they do?
We're going to speak on the fallout and the comeback of that.
I need like a
relationship with
history
the
lesson.
And we know since they're part of the O-Car with the Rich Rollin', we see them for show being tight-knit with the 30s to the 100s. Now, one thing everybody knows, the 30s are not neighborhood. But as of today, this may be the closest they've been since their inception to being considered a part of the neighborhood car. And the set that they share their hood with is going to be West Side ATC, Alley Tiny Criminals. Now, the Harlems is going to be cool with ATC, and ATC is going to share their beef with the Bloods as well. Now, we seen a high-profile murder over here in this area that they share of Bud Long and King, where 2 Hispanic brothers were gunned down in broad daylight back here. But like I said, ATC is sharing beef with the Harlems, with the Fruittowns in the 20s, and the Harpies. But some of their main enemies is going to be across King, beefing with street villains at 18th Street.
Fuck around and the biggies in blue. And if you fucking with the enemy, go fuck you too. I've been at King Park, most of the gang banging in some trucks.
Now, this Midtown West LA area could be somewhat of a confusing situation, especially within the last decade and a half, with Schoolyard, West Boulevard, and the 30s.
I'm not gonna lie, I love these type of channels where it's faceless, like and you just hear a voice and the story. I don't like when the person's like in the camera or like telling the story. I prefer these type of channels. Like that's why I love Swamp Stories, is because you don't even know who he is, but he's so good at telling a story.
In the early 2000s and the 90s, Schoolyard was beefing with all neighborhood Crips. They was on the fence about whether they was pushing the Deuce or the Trey, and they was beefing with the West Boulevards. Now, the West Boulevards have always been known to favor the Deuce and favor neighborhood Crips, but the Schoolyards did get along with the 30s through their trials and tribulations with the 6-0s, or like I've said previously, with all the neighborhoods, because I've seen the Schoolyards diss and go at all neighborhoods, from 40s to the 100s. And I've seen Schoolyard and 30s kind of hash out differences with like rumbles and situations like that, not no gunplay between each other. And we know Vintage Showline has always been tight-knit with the Schoolyards.
Stop. Take it. Tell you, she already said she was gonna come, so she came with the bitch. Still, you was talking. Stop running him. I didn't know I ain't showing up.
In the Showline, Schoolyards, West Boulevards, and the 30s. But another alliance that the 30s has on the east side is with them hoods that's moving coast to coast. We know for a long time they've been tight-knit with the East Coast Crips, pushing Harlem Coast. But they also push 430, which is their alliance between folk.
In my early 20s, I moved to Miami, and there in the 90s, the sun was also a very big part of our lives.
Gangsters, which is 4 Deuce, 4 Trey, and 4-8 Gangster Crip on the east side, which has led to their war with the 40 and the 5 Trey Avalons.
Boy, nigga down here screaming out, me off the left on the 30s and the 100s, we don't go, but I'm 436, so what the bomb on the dope, niggas snitching on the case and testifying about the truth.
And that situation with the 4-pack is already one that's been scrutinized by the Gangster Crips for many years. But since the Harlems have really came closer, especially in today's times, to the neighborhood Crippin', it seems like they've inherited the beef with the gangsters as well. So on the west side, they beefing with the 5-1 Troubles and the Hoops. Now things kind of get into a circumstantial situation when it comes to the A-Trays in my eyes. Now, historically, I say circumstantial because I feel like the A-Trays and the Harlems running into each other, it's more like who tripping. But as we see recently, there has been situations with the A-Trays and the 4-packs and the Avalon. So we see Matt North on Munchie B channel doing his interview, and that was a dope interview, by the way, man. Y'all make sure y'all go to Munchie B channel, check out his interview with Matt North. But we see Matt North address a situation that he vented about with the 4-pack, basically saying the 4-pack should just turn coast and take the Gangster Crip off their name because they aren't traditional GCs and they beefing with the Avalons. And then we've seen Saint Face from A-Tray Gangster say anybody that's beefing with the Avalons, specifically the 4-pack, is beefing with the A-Tray gangsters as well.
Hey, where beef for Avalon, beef for us?
Period. Period. That's the A-Tray say. Where beef with the A-Tray, period.
And we just inherited this trader beef.
Good to see you out there. Fuck trader, fuck traders. That's what they is. Avalon gangs. Hey.
And we know the 30s and the 4-pack is cool, and the 30s have beefed with the Avalons. And that beef, I don't think has fully died out. Now, the 40 Avalons is closer to the 30s because they right down King. And we know the 5 Trays are closer to South Park, main spot 51st. But that is one crip-on-crip beef that the 30s do have. But the situation with the Hoovers, we've seen kind of go up over the years. Now, there's some accounts saying that the Hoovers been beefing with the 30s since 85. Since around the break-off that happened between the neighborhoods and the gangsters, with people getting tighter with the 60s and others being tight with A-Tray. Now, we know the Hoovers gravitated toward the gangster crip side with the A-Trays, and the 30s being rolling, they were automatically bundled in with the rolling coast and the O's and the East Coast. But it was alleged that the 30s kind of regained some sort of a relationship with the Hoovers when they fell out with the 40s, which we're going to speak on. But it said at that time, there was a situation, and I don't know exactly how true this is. I'm not too familiar with this term, but there was a situation that was termed Harlem Halldale Hoop, which was an alliance between the Harlems, the Hoovers, and the 5-1 Troubles, who were on 51st and Halldale. But once the Harlems regained their relationship with the 40s, which was said to have been done at Tookie's funeral in 2006, we see by 2009, they was back in war with the Hoovers. Now we got to rewind the clock back to June 27, 2009. On 37. Now, it said there was a house party that was cracking on 37, of course, in the middle of 30's hood, and the Dirt Gang was in attendance. An 18-year-old named Trayvon Braggs pulls up to the party. Now, Braggs is not from Harlem, but his pops is from Harlem. So he feels comfortable in the area. He's chilling. Now, at this time, Braggs bumps into somebody he knows from Harlem that he recognizes when they went to Hamilton, named Grady Montgomery, a.k.a. Infant Bucket T. Now, I'm going to say Bucket T, and I'm going to refer to this dude as Infant Buck from now on, because Bucket T is a derogatory term used against the Brims. But he said he knew Infant Buck from Hamilton, and they had previously had no problems. And of course, with his dad being from Harlem and Buck being from Harlem, usually you would expect to get a pass, even though you're not gangbanging and you in 30 hood. But we know a lot of times gangbanging does get out of hand. And it seemed like Buck disregarded the past meetings that he's had with Braggs and bangs on him anyways. Braggs said that he don't bang, but Buck accused him of, quote, being extra out in they hood. Now, it comes out later that Braggs, not necessarily a gang member, but at this time, he's been associating with the 9 Deuce and 9-4 Hoops. And he allegedly had an orange rag on 37th that night. Now, he admitted to also previously hanging out with the Biddy Stones, but he said that at this time, he was known to associate with the H-Gang. So when Infant Buck banged on him, he said his daddy from the hood too. And Buck was with an older homie from Harlem who recognized Braggs and said he good, his pops from the hood. But it seemed like Buck wasn't trying to hear that and called Braggs out for the fade. So Braggs laced up and was ready to take his fade, and Infant Buck wanted him to walk down the street. He said he didn't want to walk all the way that far. Let's just get out right here. And this time, Infant Buck turns around, gets within about 3 feet of Braggs, and starts letting off on him right there in front of the party. Now, Braggs ended up getting hit 7 times in the chest, his heart, his stomach, and his back. But luckily, he didn't lose his life in this situation, but he did become paralyzed as a result of this.
How do you get
Now,
shot in
Braggs
your
was laid up
heart
in the
and
hospital.
survive?
He told police that he had took out an orange rag out his pocket and wrapped it around his fist when he was about to fade. And this is when Infant Buck dissed the Hoovers and tried to take Braggs out for disrespecting his hood on 37. And further in the conversation, he ended up identifying Buck and the older homie who was with Buck as Dirt from 30s.
Yeah, New York is a little different. In New York, we be saying things like "suck my dick" for any little reason. Yo,
Now, it seemed
very
like Braggs was
different.
also into some hood hopping.
In LA, you say the wrong thing, you get shot 7 times. I get shot in the heart because I fucking dissed your hood. Calm down.
His father is from their hood.
God damn. Can I live? No, like
But it
literally.
seems like there was no respect given to Braggs' dad being an older member from the hood, because Infant Buck was not an OG either. So I think it really should have resulted in the fade. But that just shows you where the Harlems and the Hoovers was lying in 2009. Now, since this point, we know, like I said, the Harlems have become even closer with other neighborhood sets. And recently, we've seen situations when both of these dudes was outside between ASM Bobster and Treyway. We've seen some dissing back and forth. We've seen the Harlems dissing. We've seen some diss records. We know where the Hoovers lie in this.
Shit on the nigga pop him up like what's poppin' with cuz. RIP to Slowby, I'm in stock, I'm hanging with them. Niggas poppin' tough, but they ain't poppin' enough. Fuck it, listen, bitch, I'm whacking my thumbs. I'm on tough, they ain't poppin' enough. Fuck it, listen, bitch, I'm whacking my thumbs.
But that's not really heavily spoke about, especially because the 40s and the 50s are closer to the Troubles and the 5 Deuces. But we've seen the friction become very apparent when Bop went on No Jumper, and he didn't do his interview with T-Rail. He did it with Adam.
Niggas say we scandalous for the type of shit we do to niggas. All the stuff you niggas got, but never ever use it, niggas. Niggas don't expose all you calm down recruit niggas. Yeah, they go from trouble in them Hoover niggas.
But right before those instances,
South Florida doesn't stop when you go to sleep. Stories develop overnight.
Damn,
Weather
homie.
changes by the hour, and your local
between Treyway and Bop, we see some back and forth gunplay and homicides between the 7-4s and the Harlems. Now, this started on August 29, 2019, where it said that about 11 in the morning, a dude named Trayvon Winkler was on Flower and 75th in the 7-4s. Now, more than likely, being on Flower, he was probably at a residential spot, coming out of somebody's crib who he knew. And it said that 2 people approached him looking to rob him over here on 75th. Instead of robbing him, they ended up killing Winkler, who died on the sidewalk due to a gunshot wound in his chest. Now, as you can imagine, this sent the Harlems up. And it said that a few hours after Winkler was killed, they was holding a vigil for him at King Park. Now, in these times, King Park is going to be the main park for these dudes off of Western and 39th. And when the folks got over there, when that vigil was being held, they said they saw a group of dudes from Harlem yelling disses to the Hoovers. You know, really set on the fact that the 7-4 Hoovers was responsible for killing their homie. And it was alleged that BPS did go over to King Park and kick these candles over after the vigil. But the Harlems had their eyes set on getting back at the Hoovers. Now, you know that since this is going down, the hood is hot. Both of these hoods is hot. They know the Harlem was involved, so they patrolling the Harlems heavy, and they know what happened in the Hoovers. They know the H-Gang. They're going to be patrolling the Hoovers. Now, they already be patrolling Fig. Flowers right next to Fig. This area is already heavily patrolled. But on September 3rd, 4 days after this murder, the Harlems is said to be back up at King Park, devising somewhat of a plan. This is where they seen Frank Fisher, Liddell Hurd, and Kevin Green on surveillance moving around the park in a couple different whips. One of the whips they identified as a white Jeep Compass. Now, surveillance video also has the clothes these dudes are wearing as well. And these videos are from the cameras that's up at King Park. And this tape, watch all three of these dudes get up into the Compass and slide off down 39th. Now, they made their way to about Hoover and Slauson, which is the borderline between the 5 Deuces and the 5-9 Hoovers. Now, I don't know if they tried to find somebody in the 50s, but they made their way closer to where their homie was killed and ended up on 76 and Fig in the 7-4s. Now, at this time, 2 dudes from 7-4 was walking to that portion market on 76. Alan Bowen and another dude who was named TB in the paperwork. It said when they went inside the liquor store, the dudes from 30s rolled past the store on 76. And at about 10:30, Alan Bowen comes outside the store and is waiting on TB to finish buying what he got. Now, it said as soon as Bowen come out the store, 2 dudes jump out the Jeep wearing hoodies, approach him, and bang on him outside the store. And it said that they yelled out Harlem and led off on Alan Bowen, killing him right outside the store.
Harlem.
On 76 and Fig.
Imagine. Like, bro. Damn.
And passed through his spine, another time in his back, and another one in his forearm. And everything was televised on surveillance, as well as the car. Now, the female that came forward as a witness in this case is the female who TB told that the Harlems did. She gave police the statements on what was said, and they matched up.
Oh, let me just say this. If you want to get caught, I've noticed men be telling these women everything, and they're going to tell on you. So it's like, if you really want to get caught, tell a bitch everything.
From the surveillance video at King Park to the surveillance on 76 and Flower. And this is what sold the 30s up in some back and forth murders between these two sections. So, you know, situations like this is still fresh and new. This war is still active. But there's always room for things to be fixed, like we see between the Harlems and the Follies.
On some real shit, if police really want to catch dudes, this is what they got to do. Just send a bitch his way. They be pillow talking so much because they want to sound so tough. They're going to tell the bitch everything she want to hear. So, you know, stop pillow talking.
They've had relationships way before they was even beefing. Now, it said that dudes from Harlems that was living in the 40s actually started the 40s. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it said that dudes from 30s also started the 40s in San Diego. Now, y'all can go verify that with Hoodie Hood channel. Shout out to him as well, where he'll have some more backstory on that situation on how his hood started. But those are things that I've heard in regards to the inception of both LA and San Diego 40s. So it was love to begin with between the 30s and the 40s. But there's been accounts of there being friction between these hoods that started in about 96 now. Like I said, they cleaned this beef up in 2006 at Tookie's funeral. So there was about 10 years of beef between these two hoods. Now, one thing that I always remember growing up was the rumbles at the King parades with the folks. Now, that's something that we all...
Crazy. I'm about to go watch No Jumper because what are they talking about right now?
Rent due? Start building credit.
Chased out of LA, Jack Doherty robbed, urinal cries. Okay. I'm going to be back later. I feel like I always see some good things to talk about at nighttime, but by the time I usually see that, I'm high. So today I'm going to try to do that in a little bit. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely go to my Instagram, DamnHomie11, and then